Good morning, lovelies. We are sitting in traffic again because somehow this appointment was also scheduled in the middle of rush hour. I think once I'm done with the appointment and they're scheduling the next one, I'm like, sure, I'll take whatever and make it work. And I need to remember we shouldn't do rush hour again. My mom is watching Kala. Very grateful for that. She brought us breakfast, which was awesome. And I took my blood pressure as we were leaving the house, and it's already a lovely 130/90. If you guys have followed me in previous videos and over on my Instagram, you guys will know I'm pretty sure I have white coat syndrome. I'm tired. Donald doesn't feel well. I'm already anxious about just going because I think ever since the incidents of the ultrasound we went to back in March, I now know, you know, more of the idea behind the possibility of ultrasounds and your appointments being negative. Like with my first pregnancy with Kala, I just remember never really thinking about anything going wrong and how blissful that was. And now that my world has been opened up to what could go wrong, you just kind of think like, well, what if? So I'm trying not to hang on to that too much. I'm gonna try and do a better job of getting footage in the actual appointment because I'm not quite as nervous as I was for the appointment we went where I was, I think, 6 weeks.
I don't know what to tell you.
Stop getting so close. It's on both sides. What is the deal? I don't think I'm like this with everybody. Am I?
I mean, you don't like your mom's driving. You don't like your
I'm not
dad's
highly
driving.
critical like this. So the first visit that I had was actually just a consult regarding viability. So I will link that video for you guys up on the iCard. Today I'm actually going to be doing the full first trimester appointment. I've already done blood work, so I don't think they're going to do any more blood work. We'll see what else we talk about. I also have to do like a tour of some sort, so it's going to be a longer appointment, but thank goodness the ultrasound is first, and then maybe I can breathe a little easier.
How are you doing? It's okay. I have cat-like reflexes.
The ultrasound went good, even though I don't know that.
We'll call her Miss B. Miss B was a little scattered this morning.
She's very nice.
I think we were her first patient. I think it takes her 2 patients to get into the swing of things.
It was good. Heart rate was 162, we think.
Yeah.
We could see the heartbeat.
We could. We just know that when she measured it at 103, she knew that wasn't right. So.
And then she measured it at like 2 something.
I think she just took the average.
We could see it. What else? Oh, it's measuring. So I'm 10 weeks and 4 days today, but it's measuring 11 weeks today. And last time it was measuring 2 days, like smaller. So Kala measured like 5 days ahead the whole time, but yet she still had to be induced at 41 weeks.
Just like outside the womb, she's a stubborn little one. You think I could have a career as a doctor's office painter?
Yes.
Because I honestly, like, I could do that.
Okay, I would like to see it. So it is actually the next day since the last clip that you guys saw. I totally planned on finishing vlogging the rest of yesterday. However, our appointment was early in the morning, like I described to you guys at the beginning of the vlog, and it's not the closest place to us. So I was up a little bit before 6:30, which is relatively early for me, and I'm not getting that great of a sleep right now because I'm up so often to go to the bathroom. I was literally exhausted. I was so stressed out at the appointment just because, like I talked to you guys about yesterday, so many different things are going through your mind, and the appointment went so well. But by the time I got home and put Kala down for a nap, I literally barely made it to my own bed. So today I just wanted to sit down with you guys and explain a little bit more about what happened yesterday. I think I told you guys in the last clip that the heartbeat was at 162 and the baby was measuring at 11 weeks, which is a little bit ahead of the dating. So I think that's 3 days ahead, but Kala measured 5 days ahead pretty much the entire time. So unfortunately the ultrasound tech she was so kind. Like I think we talked about this in the last clip too. She was so kind, but she was not very good at her job. So I'm gonna share with you guys the ultrasound pictures at the very end of this that I got. And I have to be honest, they are worse than the ultrasound pictures I got at 6.5 weeks. So the nurse practitioner that I saw told me that they're not actually testing for protein again until I hit 20 weeks. I did do a little bit of an orientation and had my blood pressure taken, and you guys. So because of all of that, one of the things that I talked to about with the provider was seeking some counseling, because she believes I have true PTSD, which is something that I have thought about previously because of the trauma that I had with my first labor and delivery. I do totally agree that I'm still carrying around so much from that experience. So she ended up giving me a referral to a counselor. So with my meeting with the provider, I also did a vaginal swab, which was for vaginitis, I think gonorrhea and chlamydia. My provider also wanted to do an early gestational diabetes test because I am considered overweight, and because of this blood pressure issue. They also ran a thyroid check, and all of those results came back already and everything's totally normal. We also discussed genetic testing, and as of right now, Donald and I have decided to pass on that. We didn't complete it with Kala either. And I have to be honest, the reason I decided to do that is because I'm following my gut. I'm listening to my gut right now, and I'm listening to what it's telling me, and I'm deciding to do the same thing that we did with our first. Another factor to that case specifically is this practice does not do gender included in that. I don't have a sneak peek testing area near us, and I don't want to order the one online because number one, it's expensive, but you hear so many stories about it being false because it's so easy apparently to contaminate it at home. So we're just gonna wait till the good old 20-week anatomy scan, and then I think we're actually gonna do a gender reveal this time. Now that I've been sitting here a second, I'm gonna take my blood pressure. So this is what I use. It's my VitaGoods. I got this years ago because this is the same one I used with Kala's pregnancy. I got it off of Groupon, I'm pretty sure. I just want to make this very clear. I am not trying to get out of any sort of blood pressure issue. If I was trying to be dishonest about my blood pressure, I don't know why I would. Like, I don't know why I would be dishonest about my blood pressure, because it's putting myself and my unborn child's life at risk. I am not undermining the seriousness of the issue by any means. However, what I am doing is I'm trying to bring more awareness to the anxiety that I have surrounding my OB trauma and how that affects me in today's pregnancy. So I don't want that to be pushed to the side, because that's what happened in my first pregnancy. And that's why I carry so much with me still today is because nobody would listen to what was actually happening with me. Nobody listened to me about my anxiety and my blood pressure. Nobody listened to me about the hemorrhaging that I had. Nobody listened to me about the fact that I couldn't use my bladder. Like, nobody took anything I was saying that I knew was wrong with my body seriously until it was almost too late in my first pregnancy. So it's just really important for me to have that understanding between me and my provider this time around, because I need that. If you haven't hit the subscribe button down below, please do so before you leave today's video. I'd love to have you as a regular subscriber of the Sykes fam. Check in with me down in the comments. I would love to continue to stay updated with your guys' journeys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.